Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Back once more with another Kas Kaspa and crypto live stream. And I mean, we can see the market right now. I have been scouring through Twitter right now, trying to figure out what's exactly going on. I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I've not seen any confirmation online just yet. This is going according to my prediction. Those who were on my stream yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. The fact that we see a pump followed by a massive reversal and a correction. We'll get into exactly what's happening in a moment. But ultimately right now we're in a very, very weird predicament where we got a lot of good news, a lot of bad news. This stream is going to predominantly be focusing on, as the title says, Insider confirms more Wall Street adoption coming to Kaspa this week potentially. This is coming off the back of Wolfie being the insider in the recent Kaspa roundtable, which I think is very, very good to see. We've got some other very bullish crypto news as well to cover as well. But ultimately right now, before we get into that, we have to start covering the fundamental stuff happening in the market right now. Of course, we can see Bitcoin is down 7.89%, going back down to 85k. Ethereum's down 13%. XRP, Kaspa, we're seeing this is effectively considered a crash. If you see crypto assets correcting more than 10% in the daily time frame, that's a crash. So right now we're seeing another crypto crash. Capital right now is correcting down, valued at 7.8 cents, down 12.7% on the daily time frame. It's a very interesting predicament to be in right now, because my belief right now is the reason for this current market behavior is a result of the incoming tariffs. The incoming tariffs, which is due to take place tomorrow. I know Trump was meant to make a very important announcement today. I've not seen any of this about it right now. I'm trying to see if I can find anything about it. Or actually, I think it's meant to be tomorrow, even tomorrow night will be big. But all I'm aware of right now is that the tariffs are meant to be implemented tomorrow, and therefore the markets are causing correction. Greg, my man, did highlight about the CME gap being closed, which you also could cause a bit of a sell-off as well. Ultimately, right now, this is it's a shocking situation to be in after yesterday's massive green candle, massive pump. I'm sure everyone's very, very happy after yesterday's news. We saw the FOMO when Trump announced we're going to see a strategic crypto reserve with ADA, Cardano, Solana, and also XRP, alongside Bitcoin and Ethereum being a part of this reserve, with many more likely to follow. So we saw assets like Cardano jump 70% in price yesterday, XRP 31%, Solana 25%, and even Kaspa therefore jumped, about total 20% from absolute top, and then finished up around 13%, and now it's lost all of that price in the span of a day because everyone's very emotional and the markets have reopened. So while I have not got the exact reason for this, because this correction right now is so aggressive, it looks like that something's just been announced, and I can't see anything just yet on my my feed. So maybe it'll come throughout the stream. We can find out exactly what it is, and we'll get into that a bit more so. But to give my understanding of potentially what's been happening right now is what happened yesterday. We saw the announcement, which I highlighted in my stream yesterday, about the crypto expert, the crypto reserve from Trump. Is very, very bullish announcement, very bullish indeed. However, it was done on a Sunday when the markets were closed, and Wall Street therefore couldn't get access and pump with the market and make most of the money. Wall Street don't like losing; they hate it. Trump announced on a Sunday. The markets reopened today, and we saw some corrections. We saw Bitcoin, I think it was down 2% earlier today, and now it has shot down. It's collapsed, and of course, alts are bleeding a lot more with it as well. I believe this is a result of institutions selling off. We can see, wrong post there, $250 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past 4 hours. It's a significant amount, and there's been a lot more since then as well. Now, that's the only form of negative news I guess I have for today, because again, I was just recording a video and the markets were perfectly fine when I recorded the video, and in the span of half an hour since I recorded the video, the markets have collapsed. So we'll get into that. Hopefully more sources are coming out while the stream's going on. It's definitely a bit of worry, but my belief is just a sell. It was a buy the event, or buy the rumor, sell the news event. The markets open back up again, and Wall Street therefore are liquidating all the longs they possibly can and dumping the market. Again, Bitcoin's currently coming down. It didn't come down as heavily as it did, where it came down. It's currently consolidating around the 85k zone before we saw Trump's announcement. So probably it'll come back. I'm suspecting it'll probably come back down to the zone again. Maybe it'll recover. Again, we'll have to wait and see. We know tariffs are coming out tomorrow, but ultimately this week still looks quite bullish. But, you know, I'll make a full circle back around to it. When my own thoughts in my head are not so cluttered, I'll make a full circle back around to it, and we'll get into more in a little bit more detail anyways. But with that being said, let's cover the significant announcements. Welcome back everyone to the Daily Kas Kaspa Crypto Live Stream. I apologize for the very weird start. Not the yo you're normally used to, but hope you had a very, very good day so far despite this market, and we've got more big things to come very, very soon. Gregor man, welcome back. Hope you're doing very, very well. Good to go through as well. What's up again, DD and YouTube Kryptonian U4 in particular, always tuning in every single day. I appreciate it all very much. Hopefully you enjoy today's content. So without further ado, we've got some very, very interesting updates. I'm trying to find, okay, here it is. So got some very interesting updates to come with. First off, just to highlight here from Wolfie, the originator, not the imitator. Often imitated but never quite duplicated. The world's first blockchain Kaspa. This is ultimately just highlighting kind of a hidden message to everybody who's making content right now, making projects right now. We have heard so many projects say we are the next Kaspa. So many of them. Almost an unfathomable amount. Because the fact that Kaspa has been even categorized as that is a very big deal. People evidently understand that what Kaspa's building is very innovative. The price is struggling. We accept that. But the fact that other industries and other projects are trying to say we are the next Kaspa, because they understand what they are building is so significant, they're not even focusing on the price. So it is what it is. But the ultimate point here from Wolfie is that Pyron blockchain or Pyron, project was one such product that said they're going to be the next Kaspa. 10 BPS came out and it was complete dumpster fire. It collapsed. It's now worthless and it's not coming back. That's not to say that any other project will do the same thing. There might be a project that does very well. There's going to be at one point, I imagine, a project that's better than Kaspa. Not anytime soon. I imagine probably 10, 20 years in the future. But for now, for me, anyone that's trying to represent what Kaspa's doing is a tall order that nobody right now can properly achieve, because they haven't got the expertise that some Polinsky and other people who are developing Kaspa has. But Kaspa, again, has made some very, very bullish announcement today, despite this market sentiment. For one, which I found very interesting and also quite hilarious, Kaspa recently just concluded and finished they were attending the Crypto Expo event in Europe, one of the biggest, not the biggest event in Central and Eastern Europe, in Romania. Very, very big news. And at this event, a packed event where tons of people who are curious about Kaspa, they actually won the Best Blockchain Innovation Award from Crypto Expo EU. Very bullish, right? But it's more bullish than you think. Like, why? Because not even a little over a month ago, on the 29th of January, the INA-TBA, they nominated Kaspa alongside numerous others for the most exciting DeFi solution of 2025. The winner was 1inch. So Kaspa lost the most exciting DeFi solution of 2025 at the INA-TBA award last month, a little over a month ago, to 1inch. 1inch was still at this event here. This here is a list of who's actually in attendance at this event. Binance, Kraken, KuCoin, BitGet, Crypto.com, Gemini, 1inch were also there. So despite 1inch being there and they won it last time over Kaspa, this time around Crypto Expo EU gave it to Kaspa. It's not the exact same award, but it's a similar award, but most exciting DeFi solution 2025 to the winning Blockchain Innovation Award. That for me is redemption, justice, if you will. Find it quite funny that, Kaspa beat out M1inch this time round, but did last time round. Why? Can't say for sure, but either way, it's a very, very big deal. I'm very optimistic about that. This event actually was very, very informative for me, in the sense of what I've heard, what little I've heard, but equally what more I'm hearing time and time again. One of such things being here from Block Zero, who's attended at this event, who's been leaking a lot of the clips that's happened. They have recorded this and they haven't get uploaded to YouTube, so we can find out more as it develops more and more. But a lot of stuff was disclosed at this event. You had Kasper Dor talking there. You had also Johnny of the KEF talking there as well, to which I'm recording a video right now where he discloses some sort of dark truth, if you will, about Ethereum, about why effectively Kaspa in due time will be able to flip Ethereum. At least that's my belief. That's really good based around. But it talks about a lot of things here. It's excited to share key moments in the presentation with Johnny, talking as well about more blocks, bringing what more blocks bring. Unpacking the impact of speed and security. I'll probably play this video a little later on as well. But equally, this is what was talked about at this Crypto Expo event, which is what Kaspa won an award for. So evidently this event was very, very productive for Kaspa. and hopefully therefore bring more adoption to the project as time goes on, potentially be an event catalyst for a listing, although right now again market sentiment is not ideal because again we're dumping so heavily. So Johnny was talking about that, talking about 10 BPS and many other things as well, and I'll make a more structured format of what was talked about in a video, or some of it in a video later on, and come back later on as well, because I want to make sure I get all my thoughts in order still, because again, I'm part of the reason also why today's stream is a little bit earlier as well, because also there's going to be a roundtable happening in about an hour's time with Igla Labs about smart contracts. So of course I want to tune in, and I imagine all of us want to tune in as well, so I thought I'd do it half an hour earlier, do an 1 hour live stream, give us a bit of time to go and get some snacks, some sauces, some water, and then tune into this blockchain live stream as well, this roundtable. But speaking of roundtables, part of the Alpha Leak information here comes from this roundtable here that took place an hour before, more or less an hour before this, or a few hours before this either way. Wolf Crypto had a roundtable, a Kaspa roundtable here, where they spoke and had a lot of very insightful information leaked from Wolfie once more. There are 4 key things he talks about here, which I'm going to be showcasing in a moment. 1 is regarding 10 BPS updates. 2 is regarding effectively Kaspa versus Ethereum. The fact that Kaspa is a layer 1.5, but the layer 1.5 for Kaspa, effectively Kaspa actually is a layer 2, but the difference is it's called a layer 1.5 because it's paid in Kaspa and not another form of currency on a layer 2 like what normal platforms do. So it makes it Kaspa layer 1.5, but it's got layer 2 functionalities. Also explains that there's going to be a Phantom wallet type of wallet coming to Kaspa very, very soon, which is very awesome because Phantom wallet is probably the most used wallet in this space, and I mean I use it for my Solana transactions as well, so it's quite important to hear that for Kaspa as well. And the last thing, the first thing I'm going to showcase as well, is IPOs, about Wall Street adoption potentially coming out this week for Kaspa, which is very, very big news. So this comes at the 19-minute timestamp. So listen very close to this part here, and we'll hear what's to come here for Wolfie. Very, very informative. So listen very, very closely as I get ready.
The hardware is the one thing, but if you don't get cheap or free electric, it's probably not really worth it. Now, however, we do have there's a manufacturer of ASICs named Ice River, and actually they're going public in pretty shortly. I think maybe even this week on the NASDAQ, which is neat. The parent company is called Bgin, B-G-I-N. So they
So unless you are unaware, which is, again, not too surprising, I'm not even blaming you, but if you're unaware, this is referring to, not that, I'll talk about it in a moment, referring to this post here. Bgin Blockchain is the parent company of Ice River, who is the largest Kaspa manufacturer. Bgin are dependent on Kaspa. Most of their revenue comes from Kaspa mining and selling off its products. And Bgin are aiming to be going public. They are far for an IPO, a $50 million IPO with NASDAQ. That, as Wolf is confirmed, are likely and scheduled right now to be going live at some point this week. So if that is true, it means that Wall Street institutions will have access to be able to invest into Bgin blockchain, therefore into either. Therefore, this could bring more adoption to mining of crypto, and in particular, being their biggest position, mining of Kaspa. So more Kaspa adoption could come through Wall Street. So this is again a very, very big development on top of many bullish developments coming up for Kaspa and crypto this week, despite the market uncertainty. You know, this is purely emotion. For me right now, this market, while I'm still trying to refresh and find out what exactly is causing it, for me right now, it's still purely emotionally driven or even manipulation driven, right? Because for me right now, I've not seen anything new come out that has caused this significant almost crash for Bitcoin. Crash in the market, every other asset has crashed in value, down 10%, all of them. Kaspa again, coming down to a key level of support, around 7.5 cents again. But I'll refresh my page once more and try as hard as I must. As I don't think I've seen anything significant announced that's caused a significant correction. What I have seen here is Trump's announced a $100 billion investment from Taiwan's semiconductor company TSMC in the United States. That is meant to be bullish. So again, the correction for me is most likely a result of institutions, Wall Street. He's planning to make an investment announcement. So fundamentally speaking, from what I'm seeing, his current press conference right now is, I mean, again, I haven't paid too much attention to this. It's probably more so bullish than anything. So for me, the corrective behavior is a result of the FUD happening tomorrow, which is the implementation of tariffs on Mexico and Canada, and I believe the increase on China by an extra 10%, so 20% on China. And then Europe will be coming through in due time as well, also 25%. And of course, that's, basically this is a pump and dump effect. This is a whole, manipulation to the fullest sort of thing. Retail got on early, managed to pump the market up following the confirmation of a crypto reserve in America with XRP, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and likely more to follow in due time. And then markets opened. We know tariffs are coming out tomorrow, and we're like, okay, let's Wall Street are now open. Like, okay, we want to make our money back. We're going to liquidate all the longs who are bullish right now, because right now there's so many more bullish sentiments coming up this week. And the only bearish thing that I've seen predominantly is the tariffs. Now, there are many more announcements coming out this week that could have some significant effects on the market, which I did disclose to members of the executive community ahead of time. So those people already know. But to give a little bit of a TLDR about it, we do know that coming out this week is also going to be the unemployment numbers. And actually, Elena Terra here highlights a little bit about that as well. Talking about the CFTC will be holding its CEO forum to discuss tokenized assets and how stablecoins can act as a form of collateral in futures market. That's coming out on Thursday. The White House, the Crypto Expo event, is coming out. Crypto Expo, or the Crypto Summit, even not Expo event. The Crypto Summit on the White House is happening on the day after, on the Friday. Unemployment numbers coming out this week as well. So we've got a lot of potentially very big macro events, very bullish macro events potentially as well. So this correction for me, while with my current, information that I have on hand, is a result of the FUD, of tariffs, and potentially manipulation from the wealth managers, the higher money, who want to liquidate all the longs and send it crashing down, and the whales. Bitcoin again is coming back down to where it started yesterday, around 85k. We'll have to see how much further it goes, but this is, those who watched my stream yesterday, this is in accordance to my prediction yesterday. That's not me saying I was right. That's not my point. My point is I highlighted potential avenues, right? The potentials, the possibilities and whatnot. But this was a very, very good thing for crypto. But people are very emotional. And they are too short-term. They got a mind, they got a memory, a brain of a goldfish. They don't think long-term most of the time. So with the crypto FOMO following the reserves from the United States with crypto assets, the 5 big tokens, everyone's like, oh, fantastic. It's going to explode in value. Everyone started buying and buying and buying. So I'm filling up their longs at the tops and whatnot, forgetting or ignoring the fact that tariffs, which has caused a lot of trade war FUD and a lot of negative price action in all financial markets, not just crypto, are coming out on Tuesday. So the market has now corrected as a result of that. Wall Street's open again. And yeah, Bitcoin's almost down 10%, which is insane. Now, Kaspa right now, it's got his work cut out for it because this market is in an extremely delicate position right now. Kaspa, as I've highlighted in the past, is at a critical level of support. We've seen on numerous occasions right now, right here, even right here, and more recently right here, around 7.5 cents. This is a critical level of support for Kaspa. This is where we've seen the wicks touch on very few occasions, but it has touched it. And it's always been able to recover. If we lose this, next zone for me is likely going to be 7 cents, but that could potentially be, not financial, but could potentially be an indicator that we see Kaspa come back down to 5 cents. Time will tell. I'm not saying it's impossible. Kaspa coming back 70% from all-time highs is not, it's not normal. Like, it is normal. Like, it's not normal, but like we see other projects in the past, other projects who have corrected. I mean, you look at Cardano, look at Litecoin, look at Chainlink. All of them right now are down 70% from all-time highs. Kaspa, when it first launched, did see a 70% correction from all-time highs way back here. So it's not news for us. It's going to be scary for new investors, definitely, and those who want to see Kaspa rise up higher. Of course, it's going to be a bit of a worry, but my standing for Kaspa is still very, very bullish because I'm seeing all of these developments. The fact that, for example, as well, according to Crypto Profile here, you can now pay Ethereum fees, which are normally extortionate when the market is very volatile, by watching 7 minutes of ads. 7 minutes of ads. That is nuts. What is that? Imagine watching ads so you can get your stuff like that. That's ridiculous. I understand ads are necessary to an extent. I mean, I'm a YouTuber, of course, but that is absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. 7 minutes of ads just so you haven't got to pay. But right now, I mean, $6 for spending 10k. I mean, compared to Kaspa, that is expensive. Kaspa right now, I think, is less than $1 with the same, same capital. But when the blockchain, when the ecosystem is very, very volatile, and we're seeing a lot of volume coming in and out, this could easily be the 50s, not hundreds of dollars. And the way to get around paying the fee is watching 7 minutes of ads. It's ridiculous. That's one of many reasons why I think Kaspa is going to do very, very well. Not flipping Ethereum this cycle, but in the future to be. Because Ethereum is not scalable, and it's just centralized to all hell. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And again, there's a lot more announced from this roundtable. I'll get into it again in a moment from Wolfie regarding many, many big things coming to Kaspa. So in that regard, actually, let's play another one quickly as well. So we've got the next one here, which is around the 10... Well, actually, I won't play it out because I could paraphrase it, if you will. At the 10-minute mark in this roundtable here, Wolfie talks about 10 block per second. Ultimately, he talks about the fact that on Thursday, so the same day that the CFTC are doing their talk about tokenized and whatnot, and the same day also as the Binance, or when Binance should be distributing the rewards out to the users, the same time as that, Kaspa is going to be upgrading to 10 BPS on the testnet 10 on March 6th, Thursday, which is, again, huge news. Very, very big news. That'll make Kaspa 6,000 times faster than Bitcoin and 200 times faster than Solana, which is the biggest competitor, arguably, for Kaspa right now in terms of speed and actual usability and adoption. This is a very, very big deal. To my understanding as well, of course, there's always a possibility that it heavily depends on the smooth transition of this test. If it goes well, if it goes according to plan, because there's a chance that on Thursday, when this migration to when the migration on testnet 10 goes from 1 to 10 BPS, if it doesn't go smoothly, we can see another setback. But the thing is, Kaspa takes such good due diligence and such good time and constantly fine-tuning time and time again to make sure everything's really, really good. One of the biggest critiques to Kaspa developers is they take too long. I prefer him doing that. Make sure it's proper and good before releasing something that's half-arsed and incomplete. But the chances are, at least I'd like to believe, because they've done so repeatedly, the only time we had something that wasn't properly completed was from KRC20, which was not Kaspa's idea. That was from Kasplex doing that. That was from a KEF doing Kasplex in KRC20. That was not Kaspa per se. Kaspa actually had to chime in and step in to fix that. But yes, I believe that for the testnet happening in just 4 days' time, will likely be very successful, and therefore would be a very, very good sign, and give Kaspa therefore that 6 to 8 week window it needs to migrate on the mainnet from 1 to 10 BPS, giving Kaspa the actual mainnet ability to be that much faster than Solana and Bitcoin. Now, the reason it takes that long, from my understanding, is, again, think about it. It's a hard fork. There could be always sort of complications going on with hard forks, and also they're trying to give everyone else who's using them their due diligence, their time, and the warning. They've got exchanges, liquidity pools, other miners, wallets that are all utilizing Kaspa's Golang and its technology right now. They all have to be forewarned to migrate to 10 BPS. So they're giving them their due diligence, their time, the 1.5 odd months they got till the end, early May, if not end of April, to release 10 BPS Kaspa, and therefore all the other, again, exchanges, wallets, liquidity pools, and miners, whatnot, they have to migrate with them as well. And then at that point, Kaspa will no longer be backwards compatible with Golang, and it'll be just purely 10 BPS on Rusty Kaspa. This is happening this week, and all the big announcements and all the finality of it will be happening in a few months, and that we have seen could potentially be the so-called event catalyst to see so much more adoption come to Kaspa, to see DeFi on top of it, to see smart contracts and everything else coming on top of it as well. A lot more coming to to showcase proper signs of it actually be able to surpass Ethereum in the future to be. It's the reason why Kaspa did a presentation at this event, Crypto Expo event, and why they won awards. beating out their previous competitor, if you will. There's a reason why no one has been able to imitate Kaspa. Everyone who's tried has failed and rug pulled and collapsed. So, again, we're very, very early for Kaspa, and there's still a lot more to cover in this stream. But I'm going to answer questions real quickly as well. What's up, my man? Quit O Doctor or DR. Hello, my man. Welcome back to the stream. You're doing very, very well. This dump was so predictable. I sold at the top and bought 15% cheaper today. I mean, again, you're completely right. This is exactly what I was stating in my stream yesterday. I mean, you were a part of it as well. Of course, I remember. A lot of us were here yesterday talking about this massive FOMO rally, how good it was, but the likelihood that we're going to see a massive correction following that. And it's happened. Now, I didn't think it'd be as aggressive as this, personally. I suspect that we see it rally up to where it did, which was around 93, 94k, and then correct back down, maybe down to... Well, actually, I said probably about 85k. Actually, no, I tell a lie, I did. I said it would come down to either here or round to here. I didn't suspect it would come down below here. But again, point being is I did, and we all did, predict and speculate that the correction was inevitable. Because Trump announced this crypto FOMO digital asset, crypto reserve on a Sunday when the Wall Street was not open. And they don't like losing. They're like, okay, well, you've pumped the market, we couldn't have access to that. Screw it, we're going to dump on you. Liquidate all your longs. Tariffs coming out tomorrow, trade war funds rising again. I'm going to refresh my page one more time to find out if there actually is any announcement that's caused such a significant... I'm trying to see if anything has been announced, because right now, it's still, to me, like, what has been the key piece of news that's come out today that's caused this correction? My Twitter's still loading. My PC is so slow. It's crazy. Because for me, the only thing that can be right now is tariffs. And while, again, understandable for me, I don't think that's significant enough to cause that. But I'm still not seeing anything here. Trump to make investment announcement today. Oh, Trump has announced the US is imposing 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico starting tomorrow. Okay, so there you go. It's tariffs news. I didn't know it's been announced today, but it has been announced today that Trump has announced they're starting the tariffs tomorrow. And therefore, people are dumping early. Now, but it does therefore mean there's a potential markets are overreacting and dumping. And therefore, this is a buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, but it's in the reverse. They're dumping the news. And then when the markets come out, potentially we see the markets start to stabilize, or even make a little bit of recovery. Or it comes down further if we get rebuttals from... Right now, I don't think we've seen any rebuttals from Canada or Mexico just yet. The first time tariffs were announced, Canada and Mexico did rebuttal back and they started some sort of trade war feud. But now, as far as I'm aware, nothing's been announced. So potentially, we don't get any more. We'll have to wait and see. But that's why the market's correcting right now, because we've got confirmation of tariffs happening tomorrow. So everyone's like, oh no. They basically all forgot what happened yesterday. That's part of what we do here. We always reiterate, follow the money, don't be emotional, be logical, and part of being logical is also playing on other people's emotions. People are very narrow-sighted in this space. What's up, Devious? Me, welcome back to the channel. You're doing very, very well. The tariffs also crashed the stock market, not only crypto. I mean, tariffs, yeah, it's ultimately just caused a trade war, which is just bad for all financial markets. Scam, Kaspa. Don't exactly know why Kaspa's a scam, but you're entitled to your opinion, my man. I'm going to pull a Crypto John and trade all my Kaspa for a meme coin. Give me a slap. I know you're referring to that's what CG does. I mean, if you want to trade for a meme coin, you're welcome to do so. Although I think meme coins are probably in the biggest crossfire right now because they are, highly volatile, no utility backing. I think meme coins have use case for making quick gains, but they're very risky. Do as you must, my man. Hate is bad. I love the name and I agree. That's why, despite the negative comments that we get every now and then, I try to remain very, neutral, positive, I mean, if you want to trade meme coins, that's completely up to you. Right now, if I was to say anything, if you're very, very, well, not financial advice, of course, if you're very, if you're struggling with the current market, just de-risk. Just wait on the sidelines for a bit till the market stabilizes. Me, I'm still holding Kaspa. I've de-risked in some of my other assets that I hold. And I'm holding the stables right now until the market recovers a little bit, and then I'm going to start DCAing back into it. Kaspa, I'm still DCAing into when I can, although I haven't got extra money for that right now. But I mean, yeah, meme coins. I mean, I do have some meme coins on my radar that I am looking into. Unironically, I do plan to at some point probably get into Turbo. Because as I drew out this support area ages ago, I drew this out I think almost a month ago now. Looking at the chart for Turbo, and obviously the whole feud about it went on with Crypto John, and he's bought in the top, and it came down 70-80% to where it's at right now. This evidently does seem to be quite a strong level of support for Turbo around here. So, and it's currently in the zone right now. It could definitely come below this, but for me, this is quite a good opportunity for Turbo, being down 70%, 80%. So, I think if it returns to all-time highs, as a 3-4x, 4-5x. So, Turbo is one unironically that I will probably buy a little bit of, just a tiny bit though, because again, I don't care for that much for meme coins. It's a gamble. Memes are a gamble. Kaspa's one that I put most of my actual conviction into because I understand what they're building. And I believe what they're building. Can't wait until I look back and say those moves were so small compared to the price today. You know what I mean, Dusty? This is a mental gymnastics game. That's why the thumbnail of this, this stream has the image of the girl with like dizzy symbols above her head, because it is gymnastics. The stream I plan to do was meant to be very bullish on Kaspa. Inside I confirm Wall Street adoption, all the other big stuff. I'm still going to cover it, of course, but I've got to now cover the negative of the market. But the part that's also quite frustrating for me, I guess, as a content creator, is the market is currently dumping, but there's nothing. It's not like I can make a whole 1 hour segment on talking about what the market's dumping. I mean, I could if I really tried, but it's the TLDR is just tariffs coming out tomorrow. People are emotional. That's all it is. There's nothing more to talk about to that. There's nothing significantly new that's come out. It's just that. Whereas bullish stuff, there's been a whole plethora of that. This is what's coming out this week. Starting next week, the the U.S. Senate, the Senate is eyeing a day that week for a markup of Senator Hagerty's stablecoin. So stablecoin bills are going to be eyeing up next week. That's huge. And the 21st of March, this he'll be hosting the first 5-panel industry roundtable. And we'll likely get a nomination hearing date for Paul Atkins to come in at some point this week. So we're going to be seeing this. That's what's coming out this month for crypto and Kaspa. It looks very, very good, truth be told. Well, not Kaspa. Crypto right now looks very, very good. Furthermore, according to Ask Crypto here, China is now holding a closed-door meeting to create a Bitcoin and ETH strategic reserve, apparently. If that's true, that's also very bullish, because China right now is very anti-crypto. And furthermore, earlier today, the SEC just dropped the Kraken lawsuit. We've seen Coinbase dropped, OpenSea dropped, Robinhood, Gemini, Consensus, I think one I'm missing as well, and Kraken. We've seen numerous lawsuits dropped back to back every single day from the SEC. The old SEC is being removed completely. This is a very pro-crypto SEC. This is very bullish. All of these are very, very bullish announcements. But unfortunately, because of tariffs, everyone's just forgot about that, and they're dumping the market. It's been manipulated probably as well. So, as I mentioned in my stream yesterday, I believe my stance right now is markets going to be very, very volatile, following tariffs, following the good and the bad news. Everyone's very, very emotional. Everyone's worrying about trade wars and whatnot. I think we'll see a lot of, chopping, if you will, chopping market sentiment, like probably around this area. Going into mid-March, maybe, depending on what significant announcements actually come out, mid-March. And then following that, I hope to start seeing a rally in March. Not necessarily an explosion, but a rally in March with crypto, following, the stablecoin bills and stuff that was always highlighted here, all the big developments coming out to crypto. And equally in Kaspa, I think it's going to be a very, very good spot as well. If Kaspa, what's coming out to Kaspa is equally very, very good. Also highlighted as roundtable here, which I'm going to showcase a little bit of proof of that as well, is the type of wallet coming out to Kaspa, which is currently at the 1730 mark. So let's get to there real quickly, and we'll play this part as well.
That wallet, being the way it was, that I don't think all those other things would have mattered as much to everyone else in the ecosystem, because it's just such a beautiful user interface, in my opinion.
True. Yeah, Phantom runs like a top. It's very, very easy, and yeah, you can, if you're used to just pushing things on a screen, you can just maneuver around within just a few clicks. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. So we should have something like that available reasonably soon.
So there you go. As Wolfie confirmed there as well, alongside confirming that the IPO with BGN Blockchain, the company that owns Ice River, the parent company of Ice River, and therefore the ones who are dependent on Kaspa, having an IPO going public with Nasdaq likely this week, he also confirms that there's going to be a Phantom type wallet coming to Kaspa very, very soon, which is also very bullish because Phantom is very easy to use and very user friendly. So that'd be a good way to onboard people as well. Now, in that regard, we do have potentially the wallet we're talking about here, although this is just speculation from my part of thing, but here Kaspa Daily here highlights that XO wallet is set to launch today. You know, it is the only non-custodian Kaspa wallet for Telegram at the moment. I'm sure it'll come out to multiple other platforms soon, but just Telegram right now. An XO wallet is designed to manage Kaspa alongside other KRS-50 tokens and the NFTs. There's a lot more to talk about here. Security they're focusing on, you know, information that I'll be linking in my community. Go check it out. Link in the description chat, also my homepage. I'll also be retweeting this stuff later today as well, or throughout the week at least. But for me, what's really important that I really liked here was what is upcoming for them. They already got, you know, non-custodial architecture, resilience and recovery, all a lot of very good stuff as well. But what's coming up for them, I think, is equally more bullish, in my belief. Token swap's very, very cool. NFT marketplace, multi-signature and guardian recovery options, two-factor authentication. So ultimately just bringing more security to the platform. But here's what I like. XO AI, institutional grade alpha, on-chain analytics and sentiment analysis, and XO Sniper, which is basically just AI infrastructure. I think that's a very, very good addition that could be very beneficial for this wallet, and could potentially be what they're talking about, this new Phantom-like wallet. That could be huge. You're seeing more and more wallets coming out, and these type of wallets have to also make sure they are compatible and aware of the hard forks. Wallets, liquidity pools, miners, and exchanges all have to be unilaterally, all of them together, having to do this hard fork. Otherwise, they won't be able to be working with Kaspa. That's why they have such a long, you know, window of the migration of, you know, 6 to 8 weeks, of 2 months. And we're going to be seeing the start of the mainnet hard fork happening by the end of this week, most likely. By the 7th, if not 6th. They're starting on the 4th, I believe I saw, yeah. After this merge, we expect the testnet 10 released by the end of Tuesday, March 4th. For the target transition, that will be included in this release. We are considering Thursday, March 6th, or Saturday, March 8th. Potentially be March 8th, but hopefully it'll be the earlier one. We would like to get your opinion on whether you prefer the testnet 10 hard fork transition to occur, mainly in consideration of time it takes to update your nodes. So again, it's almost just giving people perspective. We're going to be seeing this testnet 10 1 to 10 bps hard fork happening, and then soon after that, we'll start seeing the actual migration to the actual mainnet, where Kaspa actually become 600 times faster than Bitcoin and 200 times faster than Solana, and multiple other chains as well, where Kaspa will be comfortably much better than the like of Ethereum. Cheaper, faster, more scalable, blowing every other project in this space out of the water. The market, the price right now, is frustrating by all means. It makes Kaspa feel like it's doing nothing, but the price, for me, with respect, is relatively irrelevant right now. In fact, the price for every crypto project right now is irrelevant because it's being controlled by institutions, by wells, by wealth managers. All the people who have the capital, the monies, they're the ones controlling the market. So what's happening in the price right now is irrelevant for me. I'm looking at what's determining the price moves, like tariffs, like the crypto expo, or the crypto summit happening in the White House on Friday. That could be very bullish depending on what's announced. Policies coming out, stablecoin bill, capital developments. That's what I'm looking at to determine where the price is going to rally to, and then DCAing accordingly. Bitcoin's down considerably. XRP lost all the money it made yesterday pretty much, even though it was confirmed to be part of this reserve, which being named was a very big deal. Let's look at Cardano as well, because I'm interested how Cardano's doing. I can't spell properly. ADA USDT right now. I mean, that currently ADA right now is down, what, 40% from the looks of things? Okay, 22%. So, I mean, it did gain significant adoption yesterday. It went up. What happened there? Oops. Cardano went up, what, 70% yesterday? Yeah, 70% yesterday, so it did very, very well. And currently it is down only about 22%. I mean, saying that, it's half of what it gained yesterday. But ADA getting that name was, I think, a much bigger deal than XRP, because ADA is, in my opinion, a smaller, well, it's a smaller than XRP, but I think into the actual its use case and stuff like that in the future to be as well, I think ADA's just not it personally. Again, that's my opinion though. I don't like downplaying projects personally that much. But I think fundamentally I just see Kaspa has better use case Cardano in the future to be as well. But yeah, I mean, again, for me right now, I'm hoping that the tariffs will be released in the sense of it'll be released and the market then will just start to stabilize because it's the buy the FUD, sell off the event and buy the result. It's the result. It's the reverse of buy the moon, sell the new, basically, because it's the negative news. So selling off, and when it comes out, they'll start buying again. That's potentially what could happen. For me, Catherine needs to hold level of support right here between this zone of 7.5 to 7.1 cents, give or take. If you hold that, that could be a good indicator this is an absolute bomb for Kaspa, and therefore what's coming out this month regarding, the IPO with BGN blockchain. The news about this could hopefully start affecting Kaspa as well, them being identified as the best blockchain innovation award, surpassing and beating the one who beat them last time for R90BA. What this stuff will be coming out and give more understanding of what Kaspa building as well. Potentially more leaks about Binance, hopefully gearing up for Kaspa listing, which might be having around 10 BPS. They're going to have to wait and see about that. More so from this roundtable here that I'm going to get into in a moment as well, also talking about the layer 1.5 element for Kaspa. Kaspa's reached 90% mine, so we're going to see a supply shock happening very, very soon. So that therefore means that this BGN blockchain, this IPO happening, is even bigger, because it means you're going to see a supply shock for Kaspa very soon, therefore causing a price to rally. The price needs to rally for the miners to make money right now, because right now they're not making a lot of money. The hash rate right now is at 1.34 EH. Obviously, the higher, the better, but also the less money miners make. The next reduction is only 2 days away now. Very, very close. Holders are still going very strong. This wallet got 22.4 million Kaspa. This wallet tends to normally get Kaspa every Monday and Thursday. It's not news to us. We expected this much, but normally you expect between I think it's 16 to 7 million Kaspa. We've got 22, so that's a bigger portion than usual. And it got an off-gate exchange as well, as we've seen. Got it off-gate. So once more, potentially it's going to be resulting in a listing. We still suspect it's Binance, and it kind of makes sense in our regard. Crescendo update. There's a lot of coincidences. 10 BPS, that's off well. This wallet. Zelia Swaps, who's building on Egro Labs. They've now officially released their website, so they've docked themselves and now showed the team behind them as well, which is very good to see. We're looking at that in more detail in the future. Off the back of the announcement about the reserve of crypto, Marcus says here that Bitcoin is the foundation of the crypto economy here, and Chad here replies, who I believe Chad's part of the KRI or Rhubarb Media, even so someone who works for Kaspa, of course, or not works for Kaspa. Apologies, because it's open source. He works for a initiative that's supporting Kaspa. That's better worded. Talking about, he agrees because the foundations aren't meant to be an entire structure, and Kaspa is part of the next layer of innovation. Obviously, just a kind of standard, Bitcoin's great, but Kaspa's the next level. It's evolution, it's better. And it's going to be a next thing coming out for it very, very soon. 10 BPS, decentralized, scalable, stable network, secure. The next step in evolution is right now here of Kaspa. And this post here from I'm Aldev has highlighted that this is the first KaspaWeekly.com release featuring focus on Crescendo Network, Igor Labs, Crypto Expo event in Romania, Kaspa's 11, and the new wallet listing for Kaspa. So, yeah, this is also linked in my community. We go check it out as well. Link in the description chat, also my homepage right here. Information there in the useful websites channel right there. You go check out this post here talking about all the update and updates. I'll probably cover this in tomorrow's stream, unless the markets decide otherwise, and there's a lot more need to cover the other market sentiments. But you can see from the stream that's been watching from the beginning, there's been a lot of stuff to cover about crypto and Kaspa today. Unfortunately, it's been overshadowed by the tariff news. This one announcement, not that one, I don't even know. This one announcement has overshadowed everything good coming for crypto and Kaspa in this week and in this month as well, because people are looking at the tariffs alone. So yeah, in about 40 minutes as well, we're going to be seeing this blockchain banter. We talk about Egro Lab smart contract as well, so I'll be tuning in for that personally, to listen more in about what they're building. because I'm very excited to hear what they're going to be building and how soon it'll be as well. Hopefully we'll find a time or more scheduled time frame when we're going to be getting the release of smart contracts for Kaspa. But yeah, I mean, this right now the market's in the bin, to say the least. It's struggling. But as you know, we talked about yesterday, and as crypto Ghost stated as well, it was so predictable, and it was. We saw it happening. Nadehart says 5 cent gang, where we at? I mean, hopefully not 5 cent gang. I know. I mean, yeah. Again, I've highlighted this is definitely a key level of support here for Kaspa and crypto. Well, I keep saying for Kaspa right here. 5 cents definitely on the card if we lose the support here, but I'm hoping we don't. It depends. It ultimately depends on the value of Bitcoin. If we get Bitcoin to, that's not what I want to do. Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin dominance falls off, that'd be good for Kaspa. Right now we see it's rallying up massively, so therefore the market is correcting heavily with it. This Brawn is, and particularly this coin, are so wearing. Patience of a saint required. Is looking real bad for alts, the worst I can remember. I agree, DC. This market, and yes, in particular Kaspa, is definitely one that tests your patience and mental stability a lot. That's why yesterday I was quite happy that I, took some time away, went out for the first time since Christmas, and just went to see some friends for the whole day. Came back and did my stream when the market was green as well, so I was quite happy about that. Of course, now markets are crashing. Maybe I should just stop streaming. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's worth just taking time away from the markets. I know what I'm holding. I know where Kaspa's going to go. I know other assets I'm holding and looking into. So I'll hold into them. I'll DCA into them. If I want to, I could just take a step away and just, stop focusing on it. And just literally, just let my money sit. I could if I wanted to. But I enjoy doing this sort of stuff. And I'm hopefully I'm hopeful that all of you enjoy this stuff, sort of content too. So again, if you enjoy, leave a like, share your friends, and subscribe for more. It's starting to feel we are in a bear market. Ain't no way we should have these many dumps. I mean, under the sentiment, but right now we're only 30% down, 22 even from all-time highs. That's not a bear market. Bear markets typically are 70% correction from all-time highs. If you go back here to Bitcoin, this is the top last time. It came down 75%. Even down here, 63%. That's a bear market. That's the indicator for bear market. People were bearish here. Look at last cycle. We came down 56%. Almost that even. We came down 55% in the last cycle. But then we came back to new all-time highs. That's not to say going to happen again in this cycle. The cycle's different. But point being is, there's a lot of volatility right now because the institutions are late to the cycle and they want to make as much money as possible, so they're trying to pump and dump to force people to shake their bags and to liquidate a lot of longs. So there's a lot of manipulation going on right now, but we're still only 20% from all-time highs, so it's not a bear market at all. It's just a bear trap. That's all I see it as right now. It's a bear trap. We come down aggressively in the span of a month and a bit. We might even come down further. We came down to 30% down here earlier. We could have done that again. But provided we don't fall down below 50%, I'm optimistic we're going to see it reverse again. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, dumps are standard in bull runs, but the state of alts is much worse than usual. That is also true. Yeah, because the Bitcoin dominance is so high right now, and it keeps running up higher and higher, because institutions right now are only in Bitcoin. Some Ethereum, but mainly in Bitcoin. They haven't got access to alts just yet. They will soon with the SEC and the new laws coming through, get more access to more alts with ETFs, but right now haven't got access to them. So right now it's only Bitcoin. That's why alts are bleeding more so. But Kaspa in a bear market, follow it in a bull market. That's also true. Kaspa was one of the few only assets to actually rally so considerably in the bear market. So maybe we'll get a Kaspa bear market bull run. Who knows? But I'm still, again, my stance on Kaspa's not changed at all. And if Bufflink says, if you enjoy, should be doing the streams daily, leave a like, share your friends, and subscribe for more. CME gap has been filled. Was it please reverse now? I mean, yeah, that's also good to see. CME gap has been filled, but unfortunately, right now, as big as that is and as good as that is, people only focus on the tariffs. That's what they want to see right now. Or that's what they don't want to see right now, but that's what they're focusing on right now. That's why the markets are correcting. CG is live now. He'll tell you your Kaspa bags are 70x and the mean bag 200x a cycle. You need confirmation bias to comfort you. I mean, true, but I do agree. Confirmation bias can help comfort you, but and that's not me calling out CG at all. But there's an element of I personally believe CG is a bit moon boy. I haven't got a problem with CG personally. Nothing against him personally, but I think he's a bit moon boy, and I think his predictions are, while possible, extremely unlikely because of how 70x for Kaspa right now would put Kaspa in and around what? That put Kaspa in around $7, or just under that now, I guess. But $77, that for me is insane. Not impossible. It's only $175 billion market cap, but it's insane. Like, I think Kaspa's more like to reach like $2 a cycle. So I mean, I think confirmation bias is good, but as long as if you're using it for entertainment purposes, then fine. If you're using it to justify your whole trading strategies, then just be careful. That's all I can say. And I've nothing against TG again. Nothing against him at all. He's done great for Kaspa. He's very successful. So shout out to him, I guess. It doesn't seem like Kaspa runs opposite the market. Right now, no, because we're in a Bitcoin dominant market, and Kaspa had such a great rally so early. This is all I've mentioned in one of my shorts that I highlighted. I made a short on my channel a little while back. Now I don't know how long ago it was. One of these shorts here where I highlighted. I think it was this one here, where I stated that I believe personally that this whole rally for Kaspa up to all-time highs was a FOMO run where everyone understood what Kaspa was building and what's coming to it. And they're very bullish on it, but that was all FOMO. Now they want to see actual utility. Kaspa right now has not got enough use case. We need the use case to come through before we see the device to rally again. So that's when we need 10 BPS, we need listings and whatnot. Until then, this has now gone back to a realistic. This is where Kaspa probably should realistically be right now, truth be told. But it ran up so high so early that people are like, it's giving it a very unfair expectation. I mean, again, that's my personal opinion though. One of the rewards should be before 6 as well. I mean, it should be, but again, last time they said that, they didn't do it. So I'm always, until it happens, I'm just waiting, If into X from here, it's less than $7, still not 150 billion market cap. I mean, yeah, again, it's perfectly possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it just sounds a bit extortionate in this cycle particularly. CG will tell you what you want to hear while playing counter sound effects. I mean, yeah, true as well. I mean, he's an entertainer. That's ultimately what it is here. And that's fine. What's up, Kaspa for noobs? Sorry for being late. I was long in Kaspa. That's sorry to hear, my man. But I mean, yeah, welcome back to the stream. Long in Kaspa. That was if you did and you got limited, I'm very sorry for you. I did think the market was going to correct today. I did say it on my stream yesterday. I mean, holding Kaspa up here wouldn't be bad if you're holding it. If you're trading, of course, you've got to be very, very careful. Any asset in this space, trading is very, very volatile. Although saying that, if you want to know more about this sort of stuff, we do have a community here. We're talking more about everything regarding crypto, of course, Kaspa as well. We give a lot of institutional information, so we're looking into research documents from these institutions they're publishing, private ones that are only for their institutional clients. We're finding out and we're disclosing to people who are part of this community. Weekly live streams every Saturday, trading alerts and whatnot as well. If you want to find out more about that, link to in the description chat, also my homepage here. It's a 7-day free trial, it comes up for free, and see if it's worth your while. Who doesn't like free stuff anyways, right? CG will help you make believe that you'll see 100x by October while laughing a second. I mean, okay, I think I get where you're going from here now. Yeah, I mean, CG is just he's a moon boy, and nothing wrong with moon boy, but I like being conservative personally. I think it's safer as well. I'm not relying on Kaspa only. I've got Nacho. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, Nacho again. Kaspa does kind of rely on Kaspa, unfortunately. But I think when Kaspa does inevitably rise, Nacho will rise quite a lot with it as well. Trump and his clinics will pump and dump the market for the next 4 years. Trump and Melania tokens showed us what's coming. Potentially, again, it's a possibility. I'm not confirming or denying anything. Right now, none of us truly know. While that Trump and Melania, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her wife's name. While those two tokens came out and did show us what's coming, to an extent, yes. You could argue that, but equally you could argue that, it was... I don't know. I don't even know how to paraphrase it. End of the day, we haven't got any confirmation what's happening in the space. No one does. We can make accurate predictions based on information that we provide in these streams daily and everything else like that. But until it happens, we don't know. All we could do is just tune in and analyze the market every single day and try to predict where it's going to go. So far this week it was arguably the easy prediction to date. The only other easy prediction, in my opinion, was the market top for Kaspa here, where we confirmed that the Fed didn't cut rates when every other nation was cutting rates. Therefore, the Japanese yen rallied against the dollar. The yen carry trade was skewed, and that caused a crash in the market. Warren Buffett took out half his stock in Apple. That was the only other time that I saw it so abundantly clear that we're going to see a correction. Trump's meme coin, I did think we'll see a correction as well, so I guess it was also quite abundantly clear. And then obviously what's happening right now, the FOMO announcement followed by the dump of, it was also quite telegraphed. So, yeah. Also, any of my Kaspa, with my first throw Kaspa will be $100 pizza, 100 Kaspa at least. Well, hopefully you'll get the 100 pizza for one Kaspa very soon. Kaspa will be in the strategic reserve. Ivanka Trump husband is from Israel. The whole Israel part, sure, again, I don't really care if Kaspa's in the reserve or not, personally. And much it'll bring more adoption to Kaspa quite quickly. I don't really care. I don't think Kaspa needs it. That's just my personal opinion, though. I think Kaspa's just better off being a medium of exchange and better for the people than for, monopolizing by institutions and governments. Wells crash to buy more. There's no bear market, it's bull run. Kaspa will not retrace at the end of the bull run in September. People will sell their craps to buy Kaspa. Again, it's not a bad theory. I've heard similar things. I'm not against the possibility of such, but again, Kaspa right now is still in its infancy, so we have to wait and see. A lot of the big developments are coming out later this year into 2026 as well, so that could help it. I've seen sources all over the place. It's just a lot of big things coming out for crypto following this market as well. So we'll have to see. What's up, my man? War Britannia, you're doing very, very well. And Mr. Mars is back again. Good to have you. Let's get to the class action lawsuit against Binance for lying about the reward distribution. Honestly, we can't. I don't know if we can, but if they don't do it again, then yes, definitely we have to look into something, because that's ridiculous. On 2 occasions right now, they made people mine, promising a reward, and they have to wait over a month to give it out, whilst telling you twice. That'd be ridiculous. So yeah, they've got to sort something out. Hopefully they list Kaspa as well. 200k at 7.8 cents average. That is insane. That's insane. Your bag is very, very healthy, my man. So shout out to you, Kaspa for Noobs. If someone thinks Trump and his buddies have more influence on the market than the likes of BlackRock, they're deeply out of touch with the reality. That's also true. Trump right now has a lot of effect on the market, but it's, in my opinion, in a similar sort of sense to Mr. Marcy, it's kind of a facade. Trump and his announcements do affect the markets heavily, but that's because his announcements make Wall Street and BlackRock realise, now we're going to do this. But Trump alone is not causing the market to manipulate. Trump's causing the institution to react and then dump the markets. Tariffs coming out tomorrow, people are dumb because they're worried about it. They're saying Trump's causing that. Trump's announcements are the catalyst for it, but Wall Street and BlackRock are the ones that are selling as a result. And that'll be proven as time goes on. If Kaspa becomes big enough to be a currency, it'll be more secure than Bitcoin into the hash rate. Imagine the volumes. Imagine the second Kaspa becomes a currency, Bitcoin is dead. That would be a spectacle to behold, 100%. Couldn't agree more. I think Kaspa has the potential for that. And what's coming out, 10 BPS again, in its kind of next significant version here. The freeze feature done, the hard fork version happening right now. Then arguably deploy transition testnet and mainnet happening right now if you speak. This IPO happening likely this week. Johnny, as Wolfie confirmed, Johnny making a lot of big announcements at the KF event here. I'll be releasing and showcasing one of them in my video that I'm releasing in about an hour's time from now. And equally, I'll be putting this up in my community throughout the week, so tune into the community here. Free Discord community, link in the description chat, also my homepage as well. And also retweeting on my Twitter as well, so go check that out as well. With that being said, as we are now at 36 past, and I need to get dinner myself, and also this live is going to be happening in the next 20 minutes. I want to tune in for that, so I'm going to be wrapping up today's stream today. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, share, subscribe for more. Hear more about smart contracts from this here, so I want to look into it and maybe make a video on it myself. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you want to know more about crypto and Kaspa, come to the free community. And yeah, have a great day, good evening, good night. The markets are volatile, it's just dumping, it is frustrating, but you've seen the news coming out. You've seen it here. The market's still looking very, very bullish for crypto and Casper as a whole as well. It's just noise, short-term noise. Ignore the noise, follow the clues, and don't be emotional. Be logical.